Welcome back to The Price of Business. I am your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. I'm telling you, it's a interesting situation with Ms. Hillary Clinton. Her lying ways seem to be catching up with her big time and creating serious problems. The Judge Napolitano from Fox News talking to, in fact, the story was covered on Beck, but it was originally on Fox News. This is an interesting take on his part on the situation with Hillary.
Now, brand new information in the Hillary Clinton email scandal. She has now relented to months of demands to relinquish her personal email server following a report that her server contained top secret emails. Joining us now to weigh in is Fox News senior judicial analyst Judge Andrew Napolitano. Judge, this is a big deal, so big that you called it a grave situation for Hillary Clinton's legal team. Why?
Here's why it's a grave situation. A federal judge ordered the State Department to reveal, to make public emails that she had given back to the State Department. The recipients of those emails were the Inspector General of the State Department and of the intelligence community. They randomly sampled 40 of them. Among the 40, they found 4 that were classified.
That's 10%.
Okay. They then revealed that. They then sent that to the FBI to commence either a criminal or a national security investigation, and they sent it to the Senate and House Intelligence and Judiciary committees. Last night, they revealed that 2 of the 4 were top secret. What does top secret mean? The government has 3 classifications. The highest is top secret, meaning if it's revealed, it could cause grave harm to national security. The middle is secret, meaning if it's revealed, it could cause serious harm to national security. The bottom is confidential, meaning if it's revealed, it could cause some harm to national security. General Petraeus was indicted, prosecuted, and convicted for having confidential, the lowest level materials in a desk drawer in his house. Sure. Mrs. Clinton, it has now been revealed, had top secret materials in the server in her barn
2 of those
at Chappaqua.
And that is likely to cause grave harm to national security as defined by federal law.
And the problem here is the fact that she didn't want her bosses at the White House to know what she was writing about, and it is perceived.
She also didn't want her colleagues in the State Department to know.
So she had her own server.
Okay, there you go. Bad girl. That's all I can say. And I don't know, they were talking so fast. This is what happens when people get excited. But what I thought was
blood in the water.
Yeah, what I thought was most interesting or telling, Sigmund Kramer, was a comparison between what Hillary has done with General Petraeus, who eventually got convicted of a misdemeanor because if he went to court, he would have been convicted of a very serious felony. And that was only for giving out confidential information, which we're now saying.
Didn't he say he went to jail?
Petraeus didn't go to jail.
No, I thought they said he went to jail.
No, he would have went to jail if he hadn't negotiated a deal of misdemeanor charges.
Gotcha.
And
but his career is ruined.
It was ruined,
regardless.
Yeah. I don't know if he was even able to retire with pension and all that.
I'm sure he was. Come on, not like
don't get crazy. It's not like we're that legit, right?
It's not like he did something really bad.
Right. He only had pillow talk.
State secrets. Come on now.
Yeah, but they were all of the confidential nature, which is the third of the 3
the lowest
here.
Yeah.
And then Hillary's being accused of at least 2, probably more, of the highest level. Mr. Ducey with this calculator came up with 10%.
That's 10%.
That's 10%. And so that's a lot
and
of
that's
emails.
That's only with, 40 emails or 400? I mean, it was like a ridiculously low number that they even looked at. So
yeah, it's kind of like, the proverbial tip of the iceberg is all they've looked at this point. This is the stuff that they already have suspicions about, but they haven't got into any, heavy sifting over a lot of the territory left unexamined. So,
right. And the FBI now has the server, and they've got their people looking at trying to figure out a way to get as much information off of it as possible. So we'll see what else comes out of it. But here's the thing. 2 things. Oh, my goodness. If they really wanted to, they could just start subpoenaing everybody's server in the State Department that ever had any contact with her, and in other departments that have ever had an email received by from her, or that they've sent an email to. Yep. That's all they have to do.
Yep.
Is start going through a list. It's got to be less than 100 people probably that she had close contact with on a regular basis, and just subpoena all of their servers.
Exactly.
And then start sorting through that and see what else they come up with, or just go to the NSA because, gosh, the NSA
they know
has
everything. Or, what's his name, Snowden? They can contact him.
Yeah.
Edward Snowden knows all.
Or like the jokes are saying, just call China.
Just call China. That's what I think they should do.
But I mean, frankly, if we were in a scrupulous society like we were talking about earlier, then she would be going to jail because
But she's not going to go to jail.
because she broke federal law on how many counts?
A lot.
A whole lot.
Yeah.
And so, if there was any sort of real responsibility in government, if there was any sort of real accountability in government, then she would be, sitting behind bars. But instead, she's running for president. Isn't that something?
We live in such a neat country where you can do that kind of thing. Yeah, that's interesting. Do you think she even gets indicted?
If she does, it's not until after the elections. But
Really?
no, I really don't think she does. Look, Eric Holder, as the AG, and then now Loretta Lynch, who's just basically Eric Holder with longer hair, as the new AG and part of the Obama administration. When have they ever really gone after, in a hard-hitting way?
It's no longer called an administration. It's called a syndicate.
Yeah.
Syndicate.
Well, it's
So
not.
you need to get your words right.
Okay, I'm sorry. In this syndicate, when have they ever gone?
God, I love the sound of that.
hard hitting justice. No, it's not happening. But I have heard something that people are saying, kind of swirling about rumors that the Obama syndicate has always been unhappy with Hillary Clinton, and that they don't want her to be the next president because then she overshadows the first black president by being the first woman president. And what's that going to do for the legacy, especially if more stuff comes out about Benghazi, which ties back to old Obama. And so maybe he or someone in his syndicate is trying to get this out in the open so that Hillary will not run, or she'll have to bow out, or she'll just, not get the nod from the Democratic National Convention, and maybe Joe Biden could step in and be the savior, which would continue Obama's legacy. Something like that.
Wow, you're depressing. Well, we're going to find out as time goes on. I personally do think she gets indicted. When, I don't know, but I don't think she'll go, I mean, she's going to get the worst penalty of all, which is having to have to live with herself and Bill Clinton for the rest of her life.
Oh,
so,
boy.
And living with herself, not being president of the United States. Can you imagine living with Hillary Clinton, knowing that she knows she'll never be president of the United States? And unlike you and me, we can leave the room. She'll be stuck with herself.
Oh, wow, but she's going to blame the vast right-wing conspiracy.
Yeah. The
vast right-wing conspiracy.
I just wish yeah, exactly. I just wish it was bigger.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
And I wish it actually was effective, too. All right. When we come back, much more for you. I do want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at usdatareview.com. While they're like it on Facebook, follow it on Twitter. This for Hillary Clinton.